I must say, I'm looking rather spiffy for a mere Sunday morning. It's almost 9 o'clock right now. Actually, it's 5 of 9 at the time of starting this recording. And first, happy Sunday. But let's get to my low, my high, my act of kindness. First of all, my low is... Actually, what would I constitute as my low? I mean, I guess I was... Maybe yesterday, because, okay, well, full disclosure, my act of kindness was picking up my parents from the airport because they arrived home safely, thank you. And I probably could have done a little bit of a better job with time management because there was something I could have done earlier, but I just kind of procrastinated on that, which really isn't the best thing, but oh well. But my high is my parents did arrive home safely. I got to be with them for a little while. You got to see my nephews last night at dinner. It was a lot of fun. You know, it really was a great day. And I just mentioned that my act of kindness was picking my parents up from the airport. And actually, on my way home, actually, you know what my low, you know what my low really is maybe I should have gone to see Legally Blonde at the Clemens Center. I mean, here's the thing, I do like musicals, I really do. But the kind of musicals I'm into are more like original stories. Like, you know, Guys and Dolls, or West Side Story, or In the Heights. Now, if you turn them into movies, I'll see the movie. But musicals based on already established good movies, for some reason they don't really appeal to me. I mean, I saw The Lion King on Broadway, and I mean, for what they did, it was very impressive, but come on. The original movie is better. The movie from 1995, by the way. And that garbage from 2019, or whatever year it was where they made live action. Although, from what I heard, Seth wrote, Timon and Pumbaa are the best things in that live action movie. It's live action. All the animals are CGI. It looks like it's a real life world, I guess. But again, I hear Timon and Pumbaa are the best things in the movie. And I will admit, Seth Rogen as Pumbaa is pretty good casting. Then again, I like Seth Rogen. Actually, I've actually been working on my Seth Rogen laugh. Hold on. Look at it. It works better if I have more of it. like that sort of Seth Rogen laugh of it. like that sort of. Like that's sort of how it sounds. Okay. I think I got it now. Okay. I gotta warm up. I gotta loosen up a little bit. So, you're probably wondering, what's a good-looking guy like you dressed up even better looking for a mere Sunday morning? Well, believe it or not, I actually am going to be doing something there today. I plan on going to Grist Iron Brewing Company all the way near Watkins Glen. Why am I doing that? Because for years I've been meaning to go. Well, for one thing, I have been meaning to go to Grist Iron Brewing Company. I see a lot of posts on that on my social media, and I really do want to go. But today in particular is a big day for them because they're having their Notorious G.I.B, stands for Grist Iron Brewery, Cheesefest. Like, Grist Iron Brewing Company, a play on Biggie Smalls, cheese. Oh, sign me up, I'm going. Problem is, though, it doesn't start till like noon or 1 o'clock or whatever. And right now it's only 9. So at the moment, I'm kind of hard pressed to find a way to kill time before I go. That's why, well, it's part of the reason, well, seriously, I got up at like, just a little bit before 8, hung around for a little bit, showered, got dressed, got ready to make this video, of course, and now it's like at least 3 hours before it starts. So what the heck am I supposed to do during that time? Well, I have a couple options. I mean, there's the fact I have to actually upload this video and, put it on social media like I always do. That's going to kill some time. I might actually go to church on my way there, because I would go to church at 10:30 at St. Mary of Mother. That would be, it'd be right on my way, and after church I just immediately go. And listen, the thing's from like 12 to 5 or whatever, so getting there, and not like I'm going to stay all 5 hours, but getting there late wouldn't kill me. But more importantly, I actually have a few friends that I want to see. Because E. Oliver Candle Company is going to be there. Peas Macarons is going to be there. That's going to be awesome. Plus, again, I have never been to Grist Iron Brewery Company. And I have been meaning to go. I really should go. Especially since they did business with my father's shop a while back. I hear it's really popular. And, I've said really any view of the Finger Lakes is great. And, no, it's not Cuca, but Finger Lake is still nice. It is. It totally is. So this will be my first legitimate time at Grist Iron Brewing Company. So I'm excited to see what happens. Although, I'm wondering how it's going to work. Oh, a part of me knows why they're doing this, because there's a lot of local vendors in the area. And, I mean, listen, we're essentially we're in the OG wine country. Like, seriously, the Finger Lakes were wine country before wine country was wine country. So, you're going to have definitely some wine selections there, I imagine. I mean, beer and cheese go together like peanut butter and jelly. So that's another reason why. Get to see some friends, of course. Problem is, though, that's only going to kill about several hours during the day. Don't really know what I'll do after. I'll have to play that by ear and see. Actually, regarding last night, I wasn't able to obviously go to Legally Blonde at the Clemens Center, but what I did, just on a whim, just completely on a whim, I'm like, you know what? I got some time to kill. Because I actually left. Because here's the thing. We, after dinner, my folks and I tried to stop at the Dairy Barn, but it was packed. It was packed. And so we decided to go all the way to the Baskin Robbins that's right by the Arnott Mall. And I got myself, my usual Baskin Robbins is quickly becoming like a chocolate shake made with pralines and cream ice cream. It's really good. Especially when you get to chew on other chunks of pralines and stuff. It's really awesome. And then after, because it was early, so I'm like, you know what? I think I'll probably just head back here. And on my way here, and again, this is completely on a whim, I wonder what's going on at Illegal. Because you never know who's going to be there. And while the person I was kind of hoping to see wasn't there, I actually got to see some cool people. People I haven't seen in forever, really. And again, man, literally ever since Easter weekend, just more and more and more, have I just been running into people that I see and know just completely out of the blue. I don't mean for that to happen. It just does. And it's great. It, again, just the other day, I literally thought, I wonder if this is what loving yourself actually means. Seriously, I'm legitimately feeling that good right now. And keep in mind, a lot of this really is luck-based. I mean, just because you go out doesn't mean you're going to see anyone you know. Much less the person that you really would like to see. But you certainly wouldn't know unless you try. And, in fact, it's actually one of the reasons why I want to go to church this morning. Even though I clearly went last night. Because what if I run into him? To whoever it is I want to see. I mean, that's an idea. I mean, the person I'm thinking of is Catholic, so maybe they would go to church on Sunday. I don't know. And who knows? Maybe they would want to go to, Grist Iron Brewing for Cheesefest. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not really doing a good job hiding who I'm thinking of, am I? Okay. Maybe I should probably change the subject before this gets more awkward. Actually, one thing that actually has been on my mind lately, and this really is due to the fact that I am a One Piece fan. And this is actually spoilers, by the way, for what's coming up in the anime. If you're a manga reader like me, you already know what I'm about to talk about. But we are slowly but surely getting to the time when the anime is going to be adapting One Piece Chapter 1044 for the anime. Now, those who are One Piece fans who read the manga know what chapter that is. For those of you who don't know, Chapter 1044 is the very chapter that changed the face of One Piece forever, in my eyes. Everything we thought we knew about a certain aspect of the story changed forever on the day it was released. I'll personally never forget the 2 weeks leading up to it, because I remember reading chapter 1043, and a certain revelation was made. But we'd have to wait 2 weeks before we got what we got. And in my eyes, that's the third longest wait for a chapter, personally, that I felt, that I ever had to go through. I mean, the first time was back in September of 2010, when the pre-time skip just ended, and we had to wait a month before the time skip began, before post-time skip. 2 years later in the world of One Piece. Here was a month in real time, and considering that I just started school again, it was the longest 1 month of it. Seriously, September. I made no secret that September 2010 was like the longest month of my life, and it was for that reason alone. I didn't think I'd ever have anything like that ever again. And then came chapter 783, which at the very end of the chapter, the final panel in that chapter, it's a completely black panel with only one bubble. One speech bubble in the panel. It said, Gear 4th. And then we have to wait 2 weeks before we got it. May I say that was a very long 2 weeks. And actually, speaking of chapter 783, that number is actually an inverse. Because it was chapter 387 where Luffy first used Gear 2nd for the first time. Flip the 3 and the 7 around. You get 783. And Gear 4th. Not a lot of people really pick up on that. Keep in mind, I looked it up later myself. But it's true. Just messing my hair. Does my hair look okay? Yeah, looks good. And then came chapter 1043 with the revelation that I'm trying not to give away, even though I'm probably going to wind up doing it anyway. And then when chapter 1044 happened, or was released, everything changed. Everything completely changed. And And keep in mind, when this is finally animated, I am most definitely going to be saying something like this again. But in my entire life, whether before, like, even before I stopped contemplating suicide, and obviously sometime after, I can tell you all that I have been blessed to be alive for a lot of the greatest moments to ever happen for any fanboy or fangirl. You know, I was alive when, in English, Goku first transformed into a Super Saiyan. I was alive to see a lot of really great movies, like the end of the Harry Potter movies, or Avengers Endgame, or Spider-Man No Way Home, even Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, which I just saw the other day. Like, I got to be alive to see those movies. I got to be alive to finally see Samurai Jack return to the past and undo the future that was Aku. I was alive to see a young boy by the name of Steven Universe become a hero. I was alive to see Anne Boonchor become a hero. And have Amphibia be my new favorite show of all time. Actually, come to think of it, I've been alive to see all three of my favorite shows come to a satisfying conclusion. Well, I guess Steven Universe is open-ended because of Steven Universe Future, which I don't care what anyone says, it's a good show. It's a great epilogue anyway. But yeah, all three of my favorite shows, Ed, Edd n Eddy, Steven Universe, and Amphibia, I got to see them have very satisfying endings. I was alive to see that. So when I tell you that I'm beyond proud that I got to witness what happens in chapter 1044, I'm being serious. And I'm definitely putting that on that list of things I just mentioned. And keep in mind, that list is the tip of the iceberg. Everything could have gone on and on right there. But when the events of chapter 1044 finally get animated, do not be surprised if the video I have dedicated to it is strictly just me fanboying like no tomorrow. Actually, come to think of it, I could very well be up at Cuca Lake when this finally happens. Oh, that's gonna be so cool. What if I'm able to see it and then do a live vlog after? That's gonna be really cool. Okay. I have some planning to do because here's the thing. The events in question aren't supposed to be animated until June 2nd, which is just under a month from now. I think it's gonna be a little longer than that, so I wouldn't worry. But expect a certain video in June to be like my most fanboy-y ever that I've ever been in my life. Because, trust me when I tell you, I'm trying to figure out how to say this properly. Give me a second. Trust me when I tell you that if you ever saw Goku transform into a Super Saiyan, you are about to get the second coming of that One Piece style. I'll say that. I'll just leave it at that. I hope you all like this video. If you did, like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow me on social media. As always, I'm very humble in this video for all you guys watching the show today. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Sunday. Happy Sunday, everyone. And remember, if you guys want to talk channels, we'll be here to lend you always your back. Take care and make good choices. 607 all day, baby.